What's up, nerds? My name is Razor, and today I'm going to be showing you guys a really easy money-making method in the Wild West on Roblox. This is good for 2023, April 2023, at least early April 2023, as this is being recorded on April 2nd of 2023. This video is showing you a good money-making method, with all the up-to-date stuff and some tips for your run. I'm going to be giving you guys what you should use for your loadout, other stuff like that, as well as the route you should be taking to make the most money. I'm setting up for the Patterson right now, and honestly, I've been able to get 175,000 in around like 1.5 days. So this strategy is definitely very effective, and I'm going to be using it until I can go ahead and pick up the Patterson for myself. For now, let's jump right in to the money-making method. For this video, I'm going to be showing you guys like optimal efficiency. So I'm going to be giving you guys like the best stuff that you should be using. You should have your height set to your max and your thickness set to your minimum. That means you're a thin target, but you also run the fastest you can. You're going to want a tier 4 pickaxe, and that's all the requirements. I do highly suggest picking up a primary and 2 secondaries for optimal protection, as getting attacked on these runs is extraordinarily common, especially if you're in high pop servers. I suggest a shotgun since you're in close quarter area, a high hitting something, and then just another revolver for just basic hits. My loadout is the Kurzvolk, the Lancaster, and the 1855, but it's up to your preference on how you prefer to fight your main 3 guns. Your inventory should look like mine before you head out. 3 guns and a pickaxe. That's really all you're going to need for this run. Anything else is excessive and you're not going to need. Without further ado, we're going to go ahead and start. If you want to be as efficient as you can, but risk a little bit of fighting, you can spawn an Outlaw's Perch to get to this area faster, but you can do it with just a little bit less time from Bronze City. Head out from Bronze City over into the Pinewood Hills area. We're going to be taking a pit stop next to the big lake. If you find any interesting bison or anything you want to kill, go ahead and feel free to knock it out. This guy looks cool, so let's shoot him up a little bit. He looks legendary, but I'm not great at telling legendary animals from non-legendary animals, so honestly, I don't know. It is foggy, so it's hard to see, but you should see this area here, this like little river feeding into a big lake with some rocks. There should be a ladder going down. You're going to want to jump down here. You know the strategy is efficient when there's gold right there. If there's no gold, that means players have been by recently. In my case, the players are still in the cave. If there are players still actively in the cave, shoot them up and take their loot. People think it's scummy, and it definitely is not the nicest thing you can do, but this is the Wild West, and you gotta do what you gotta do to get some cash. Looks like he mined up there, so we're gonna go ahead and head toward the middle. The ores you're gonna want to be gathering are iron, silver, and gold. Everything else is excessive unless you're really hungry for gems. Iron is good because it'll fill your inventory. And silver and gold are just good for selling. So, once you drop down, you want to hit this iron pocket right here, move up, spawn your horse, and jump up here. You're going to want to collect the 2 gold and 1 silver deposit, and then go from there all the way across this parkour area, and mine this gold. There was a guy just through here, so I can't get all of it. Then you're going to want to do the parkour all the way up here, and mine all the ore deposits in this area, even the iron one. Once you're done with that, I'll show you where to go next. I'm going to be doing the same thing. I'm not great at editing, so, and my brother knows how to edit, but I don't think he wants to edit videos right now. So, I'm going to skip off from making him edit and just show you how long these runs take. It should only take you like 5 to 7 minutes. There's no real optimized way, but I just kind of get everything in order from range from the parkour area. And I like also hitting this gold before this silver, because if I get ambushed, I want to be able to jump into the water, which is the next area we're going. Our next area we're going to is going to be through this little patch of water. So go ahead and jump on in. I suggest going in first person because it makes swimming like 8 times easier. Now let's go on down through here. You just gotta kind of go straight. Don't take any turns anywhere. Just go straight, and you're gonna see this big cave area feeding in. You might think this might be like a lake or something, but it's actually another cave system with tons more ores. Go ahead and quickly hop out and start taking out the silver. It's very hard to get ambushed here because getting to this area from this direction takes a lot of teamwork with other players. So unless people are really determined to get you, you should be good. You only need to watch your back here. So angle your camera backwards. It should be pretty easy to tell when someone's swimming up on you, so then you can prepare and get the jump on them. Doesn't look like I'm being ambushed, so you're going to want to unequip your crouch to come up this ladder faster. Come over here and take out the silver, and we're going to head over to that gold next. Now let's go hit this gold. Now we're almost done with the run. We just have a few more ore deposits to hit, and then we'll be out of here. Now, for this area, try to stick to this wall. Try to go down here and stick to the wall. I didn't do it right, but if you jump down here and stick to this wall, you won't take the fall damage, and you won't have to deal about getting back up and re-equipping your pickaxe. Watch for people that jump through there. Now, the most common place to get attacked is either at the very start or the very end of this run. And this area right here is the very start of a lot of people's runs. So always watch up there for players. I've been shot twice from up there. One of them I died, and the other one I was cautious and responded correctly. You can get swam up on from behind, but it's a lot of work to be able to do that, and that's a really weird route. Now, collect the ores, do the parkour up this pillar, jump over here, and I'll collect the ores in this order. Collect this one first, this gold ore, closest to the parkour, then this one. And then this silver ore. And this is so you can collect all the ores that are in the line of view of this area and parkouring up here super quickly. So if you get shot at near the end, you can go ahead and collect this ore. You can collect this ore from here while getting shot at too. So, yeah. The reason you collect it in this order is so you can get all the ores that put you out in the open faster. So you don't have to worry about it. If you brought 4 things with you, 3 guns and 1 pickaxe, and you collected all the stuff I told you, you should almost have a full inventory. Not all the caves, not everything in the cave was, I think there was some stuff in that cave that I didn't end up getting because there was someone else there before me. So that's fun. I have 27, but you should have a lot of stuff. And I got pretty lucky this run getting 3 gems. One of them being an emerald, which is pretty valuable. You should come out with a good ton of silver, a good ton of gold, hopefully a gem or 2, and some iron. If you brought 4 things with you other than the ores, you should have a full inventory and be ready to leave. Head out, do the parkour out, head through here, and make your way back to Bronze City. Feel free to use the map. It's just a simple route through there. Now, once you're in Bronze City, don't equip anything, and unless you have a hitman on you, you are free to go and sell. I suggest selling at the gun shop as it is the quickest. Be sure not to reset during this entire process. I have a hefty amount of $3,360 for around 5 minutes of work. That's an extremely good profit, which is around, if you server hop, you could do around 6,000 every 10 minutes, which is 36,000 an hour. A super duper easy strategy. Now, if you're not a big fan of server hopping, like myself, and you want to do another route, you can even go to a second place on the same server. Reset and head to reservation camp if you want to do this route. If you don't, server hop and do the same route again and repeat until you have all the money you need for whatever gun or weapon or anything you're trying to buy. I do suggest a tier 6 pickaxe because it increases efficiency. I also suggest a black outfit so you're harder to see in caves. With your reservation camp, follow the hill downwards and come through here. We're gonna want to head to the original tribal camp spawn. The abandoned tribal camp. Now, this middle triangle tent, go down through the hole, stick to the wall so you don't fall, and now go through here. Now the hardest part of the run. You have to take out the bear down here and collect the ores. Stick to the wall to take minimal damage and fall toward the back. This is to give yourself the most room from the bear. Now, light the bear up. If the bear attacks you, you might want to have the ragdoll. If you don't have ragdoll, then just let the bear hit you and just hope you don't die. If the bear has anything good on it, like a bear claw or a grizzly pelt, take it. If it's animal meat, then don't take it. Now go ahead and mine all the ores here. And we're going to be heading back out here in a sec. This area takes probably around almost 10 minutes to fully get, but it has almost an $1,000 more average for payout. You're going to be getting around $4,000 instead of $3,000 from this, instead of the regular Pinewood Hill route, because it has a lot more ores and a lot more chances for gems. This run's main money making source is dependent on the amount of gems you get. So this run could vary from less than the Pinewood Hills amount to almost double it. I've almost gotten 5,000 from this before, and if you get even luckier than that, you could get almost, I could presume you could almost get 6,000 gems. 6,000 worth of ores and gems, of course. I hear shooting right above me, so I do want to watch out. So, you just want to get all the ores in this first area. Avoid coal. Coal is the one thing you don't want to get. It has a very low chance of getting gems. If you have time, you can grab coal, but it has a very low chance of gems, and it doesn't sell for much. Get iron and zinc is what you mainly want to get. I suggest following my route, as it is the route I mainly use, and I can complete this in around 10 minutes. And 10 minutes does seem like a lot, but for a 4,000 payout, it's not bad. That's for people who don't want to server hop. This is definitely the slower route, but people barely attack you here, very far less than the Pinewood Hills route, since it is far more popular. Watch out for a bear that spawns up the hill, up there. Gotta watch out, because sometimes it'll come down and get you. I highly suggest having the Ragdoll Game Pass, as a lot of people use it for memes, but it's actually really practical in avoiding damage from animals. Once you've collected the zinc, we're going to go into probably the biggest spot for mainstream ores, which is a huge lake inside of this cave, yielding 3 gold, tons of zinc and iron, and a little bit of silver too. Your inventory is going to start getting full extremely soon. As you can see, I'm at 28, but I also have tons of gems. I have a diamond, 4 sapphires, and an amethyst already. It's a crazy amount of gems. Around this point where you start getting a full inventory, I would go ahead and deposit all of your zinc, because you're going to be replacing it with more zinc and especially more gems. Make sure to keep that bear Glock, because it is worth a lot. If you end up getting one, that is. It's worth around the same much as gold is. So it's not bad. Now this is an extremely important part. So you take minimal damage, and so you can withstand firefights longer if you get ambushed. Instead of jumping down, just walk off. If you jump, you're going to hit a shallow part, and you're going to take damage, and same over here. Quickly come over here and grab this stuff. It seems someone's already been through recently and grabbed the gold that would be right here. But you can still grab this, as it has a chance to yield gems. There is zinc up there, but I highly suggest not getting it, as it is a very long walk from the rest of the ores, and honestly, one more isn't really going to do much. I've got a huge amount of gems now. This is a pretty good run. This is one of my better runs. So you guys are seeing a pretty high yield and seeing how much this place can truly make. Remember to get this gold under the waterfall. It's very hard to get shot from here. It's a nice little bit of gold. You can even use this spot for cover if you get ambushed. Now jump on over here, and let's go ahead and grab the zinc, iron, and gold from this spot too. Avoid coal. Since your inventory is full, you're going to start seeing zinc drop on the ground. Do not collect the zinc. But sometimes you'll get gem drops, like the sapphire just got. From my experience mining here, the sapphires and other gems like that are extremely common from the zinc. So I would heavily suggest mining all the zinc you can, as you have a high chance of getting it. In some lucky runs, I almost get 1 gem per every zinc node I mine, and there's around 10 in this area. Iron's usually not as lucky for me, but sometimes you can get rubies and stuff. You can get any ore from it, but any gem from it, but it's not as common, in my opinion, as the zinc. I don't think that's statistically correct, but at least I feel like that's how it is for me. Alright, we've got 2 more ores to mine there after we've collected everything from that area. Just some basic iron. Always replace the iron in your inventory with, always replace the zinc in your inventory with iron. In order from most valuable to least valuable for the mainstream ores that aren't gems, it's going to be coal, copper, zinc, iron, silver, and gold. There's an amethyst. This iron is a little hard to see. And you can go ahead and nab it. I usually don't get much from these iron, but it's always nice to check, as sometimes I get a ruby every now and again. There you go, another piece of gold. And now, another pretty big gold spot is right up the hill from the zinc node. There we go. I find getting amethysts and sapphires from these things extremely common, which is why I suggest you guys mine all the zinc you can. Keep in mind, the gems are worth more than all of the ores, so I highly suggest you grab them. Now, we've got some more gold and zinc here. That zinc wasn't good. We've got some gold now, so I'm going to clear out part of my inventory for it. There we go, some more gold, and 1 last zinc. We got a ruby from that. And some more zinc. Alrighty. Now we've almost got 3 full rows of gems, and we're still not done. Watch out for the bear here. Grab out your gun, blow its brains out, and try to stay safe around it. It is pretty dangerous. Drop any iron you get for grizzly pelt or bear tooth. Now that you're in the end of your run, you have an extremely valuable inventory, probably worth close to 4,000. So I highly suggest you keep an eye out and an ear out for players, because sound cues in this game are everything, especially when the echoes of mining comes into play. Here's another amethyst. Wow, this is an extremely good run. I almost have no iron left in my inventory, which is a very good thing. Iron is the least valuable thing you can get, other than like zinc and coal and copper, of course. But the stuff we mine from this run, having minimal iron is good. Wow, we've got tons of good stuff from this. This is one of my best runs yet. I'm really glad I got it on video for you guys. Now that one took close to 10 minutes, but once you've gotten all that, you should have a very loaded inventory, and let's go ahead and sell. I suggest heading up here, as it's not near the cave entrance where you can get shot. This entrance is very unknown. I haven't actually seen any players lurking around here ever, on all of the runs I've done, and I've done quite a few. Jump over these boxes, through here, take a right from that, take a right out from that thing, come through here, jump over the little lumber area, and once you make it here, you're almost done. All you gotta do now is head on into James Cohen Supply and sell the loot. A haul of 5,220. Almost double what you got from the other one. Of course, I got extremely lucky from getting a diamond and tons of ores from almost every node I mined. But it does show that you can get tons of gems and that the profitability from that run is far greater than the other. That'll be it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. And I'll give my final opinions now before we close off the video. If you're going for pure profitability, then I would server hop the Pinewood Hill run. But if you really want to have some fun and have a little variability, get yourself less bored, I would definitely go and alternate between the two and maybe server hop afterward. Because once you're done with this run, the Pinewood Hills would probably almost be respawned, and vice versa. It's an extremely annoying and tedious task to mine, but it's extremely profitable, and in total I got almost 10,000 from the 2 runs with only 20 minutes of work. Me personally, my sanity and being in check is an important part of this, as keeping myself in check while doing these runs is important. So, when I'm doing these runs, I like varying because it just makes it less boring for me. But if you're going for pure profitability, you're probably going to want to just alternate, not alternate, you're going to want to server hop the Pinewood Hills run. This area is very underrated though, so if the Pinewood Hills area in most of your servers is just completely overtaken by other miners, then I definitely suggest going ahead and running some of the tribal forests, because it is very, very profitable. Some last tips to make your runs even smoother and more likely to succeed. That will be that you're going to want to kill every player that you see. While you're selling, I wouldn't, but while you're actually in the cave, if you see another player mining, I know you don't want to do it, but if you kill them, you're going to get their loot, and you're going to get a good chunk of stuff and less threat. Yes, they might come back, but I would rather have the chance of them coming back and maybe them being trash and like getting some kills, rather than actually having to properly worry about losing all my loot in the first place and not getting as much in the long run because someone already scooped up some of it. So I definitely highly suggest you kill everyone that you see, and do not hesitate. If you see someone, there's a very good chance they're going to kill you and take all your stuff. So just pull out a pistol and kill them. Always watch your back, use sound cues, and of course use your eyes to look out for players, and good luck mining out there, and good luck getting whatever gun or whatever you're using this mining strategy for. I hope you guys have a great night, and good luck.